Happy Saturday, everybody. Welcome to the Card Closet. I'm going to go a little bit of a different path with today's episode. It was 5 years ago today that my father-in-law passed away after a 3-month battle with cancer. When he was diagnosed, they said he had 12 months to live. He only made it 3. He was a diehard Twins fan his whole life. Grew up liking Harmon Killebrew. He would tell stories of plowing the fields and spending time in the tractor, listening to the Twins on the radio when Harmon Killebrew often was doing well in those games. Later on, he became a Kirby Puckett fan in the 80s, especially when the Twins won the World Series in 87 and 91. It was 1990 when I met him, when I started dating his daughter. He was not a card collector. In fact, he didn't collect anything. He and I, at first glance, when we first met, we didn't have a lot in common. He was very blue collar. He was not very educated. And I met him because I was in college and was studying to become electrical engineer at first, and then I switched over to mathematics. And so we didn't have a lot in common. But as the months wore on and I got more and more serious with his daughter, he started collecting baseball cards. And he did it so that he and I would have a bond. And I appreciate that. So for the 24 years I knew him, he and I collected cards. We went to some card shows together. We opened packs together. For many of those years, we didn't live in the same city. But whenever we'd visit, he'd show me what he had picked up. His favorite player was Kirby Puckett, and his favorite cards were Kirby Puckett cards. His grave is not very close to where we live right now, but when we do make it out there, I always bring along a Kirby Puckett card, just a random first one I can find, and I put a loop of tape on the back of it so that part of the loop is sticking to the card. And then I push it up against the gravestone with the other side of the loop so it sticks there, and I leave it. So in my father-in-law Dale's memory, I'm going to show his Kirby Puckett collection. He was not into expensive cards. Dale only bought what we would call base cards. But his goal was to have a Kirby Puckett card of all the base products of every year of Kirby. When he passed away, I inherited his collection. I have a lot of Twins cards in my collection now. And I noticed that he had 5 empty slots in his Kirby Puckett collection that I'm about to show you. So I posthumously and quickly purchased those cards and filled them in so the set was complete. So let's start out here. These are in pages. I apologize, but hopefully this will work out. Pinnacle was one of the brands he liked. Kirby had 5 Pinnacle cards in the base products. Fleer Ultra was another brand that Dale picked up. Got all the Kirby cards. That 91 Kirby there in the upper left was one I had to pick up later. Leaf, starting with 91 and every year after that. Stadium Club, Bowman. These are a little out of order because the 89 Bowman was a little bit extra sized, so I put that on the second row down so it wouldn't stick out the top and get ruffled. Upper Deck. That 89 Upper Deck, I believe, was one of his favorites. With Mark McGwire sneaking up behind him there in the background. Score. Fleer. This one is right there. His rookie card, Fleer. There's the beloved 91 Fleer Banana Yellow. More on the back since Fleer had a much longer run before Kirby retired. They even put out a card the year after he was retired. Donruss, the rookie card, is over here. These two particular years, 88 and 89, Donruss, when I was going through his collection after I received it, I found that he's got 3 or 4 team sets of the Twins from each of those years. He didn't necessarily keep track of what he had, so he would end up with multiples. If he saw a good deal, he'd pick it up. And finally, Topps. Rookie cards right here. Dale didn't pick up the Fleer 84 update of Kirby, which is kind of like a pre-rookie card, I suppose, is how he would have looked at it. I might have to pick that up sometime. So baseball cards are definitely more than pieces of cardboard. They can bring back memories. For me, songs bring back memories. Baseball cards bring back memories. A lot of good memories of my father-in-law. picture back here is autographed by Harmon Killebrew. I picked it up in the late 90s, I would say, when Harmon Killebrew was in the city I lived at that time, at a sports legends banquet, I think they called it, and then they had a card show the next day, and he was up on a podium doing autographs, so I bought the picture and stood in line, got that personalized to Dale, my father-in-law, and then we gave it to him for Father's Day or his birthday or Christmas or whatever was coming up at the time. It's got a COA on the back of it. Not that I need one. I know it's legit because I was standing right across from the table from Harmon when he signed it. So thanks for listening to this memorial video. It's been 5 years ago today that we lost him. Miss him dearly. Take care, everybody. Have a great rest of your day, Saturday.